I don't know where you've been, but you're gonna respect this courtroom. My life has proven that it's not about where you come from, it's about where you're going. From a jailed youth who had my record expunged to becoming the youngest judge elected.
The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding.
In just 15 years. Ma'am, let me know when you want to go to rehab. Otherwise, I think you're a crackhead.
Absolutely not.
My goal is to inspire others to overcome their obstacles. You don't need him and his little raggedy roommate.
Thank you.
All while having a little fun on Mathis Court. You look like you're ready to lie right the first word out your mouth. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Jessica Marlowe is suing Brandon Whitaker in the amount of $3,176.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may all be seated.
Ms. Marlowe claims her car was impounded with a blown transmission after her ex rented it and says Mr. Whitaker should cover the costs. The defendant is countersuing for $1,650.
State your name, ma'am.
Jessica Marlowe.
Sir.
Brandon Whitaker.
All right, and you're suing the defendant, ma'am, for $3,176 for car repairs and fees?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, where do you know the gentleman from?
I met my ex-boyfriend on a dating app.
He's your ex-boyfriend?
He is.
When did you all meet?
We met back in January.
Okay. How did it go?
Well, you know, it was good in the beginning. It didn't go well. Obviously, we're here today. He ended up stealing my car, which is why we're here.
How long after dating you did he steal your car?
Let's see. He stole my car in August, so that was about
8 months after meeting you, he stole your car?
Correct.
Things must not have been going well.
You know, red flags, but you know, sometimes you ignore them. And
what type of red flag?
Well, when I met him, he just wasn't in the best predicament. He was kind of couch surfing, but we had a strong connection. I really took an interest
you did.
to him.
If I'm sleeping on the couch, I'm gonna have a strong connection with the first woman I see that got a place to stay in the truck.
You know,
go ahead.
He had told me about his past, and I felt for him. Wanted to just be a support system for him.
What city y'all live in?
In Portland.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, you know.
You don't get you to Detroit, get you some training.
I might need it. You know, I got book smart,
Detroit
but
ladies,
not street smart.
But go right ahead. You're going for the game, and then what?
I have a house with an extra bedroom. I thought it'd be a good idea.
How long after meeting did you move the man in your house?
Well, Your Honor, in March, so about 2 months after. I know, yeah.
You have children?
I don't have children.
When he moved in, what was it like?
Well, you know, shortly after he moved in, he lost his job. So again,
why was he couch searching if he already had a job?
Because he works in the truck business. He wasn't home a lot, so I guess that's the story he told me. He didn't have a place. And I believed it. He had money when I met him, so I did believe him. It wasn't like he was...
So what happened to the truck driving job?
He lost his job. I don't know the reason why, but he lost his job.
All right, let me allow you to give me some background, sir.
I am suing my ex-girlfriend for $1,650.
You got that wrong.
Well, that's
She's
what
suing
she says.
you.
Yeah, well, I'm countersuing her.
There you go. But we're going to deal with her lawsuit against you first.
Yes, sir. For the breach of contract. It was going well. She's a beautiful woman, as you can see.
When did you first see him after meeting him on the site in person?
It was immediate.
Okay.
We FaceTime. We had like I said, a really strong connection. He's very charming, very handsome.
And so what happened when he lost his job? You wouldn't give him a break for a minute because truck driving, those are very, those are a lot of openings in truck driving. Everybody I've seen that has a CSA license or something or another, commercial driver's license.
Yeah.
They employed all the time.
He was already staying with me at that point, right? So when he lost his job...
Before he lost his job, he was staying with you.
Exactly. So
all right. What was the share of the rent he was paying? Half?
Well, see, Your Honor, I was letting him get on his feet, so I was allowing him to
He was already on his feet.
Stack his
money.
money.
He worked so much, he couldn't even have his own place. And so he moves in with you, and he don't have to give you a dime because he's not on his feet. So you're confusing me now.
Yes, I can understand why the confusion.
Please clear it up for me then. That's all.
At the time when I met him, he shared with me that his mother had cancer, and he was helping her with the treatments. And so
Sorry
I
to
believe
hear
that
that.
story. And
Sorry
so
to
it
hear
had, you know, some sympathy. So when he lost his job, I had an extra car that I allowed him to rent from me for the time being until he was able to get his own vehicle. I then discovered
He didn't have a car when he met you?
unfortunately, no.
Well, did you ask him why?
I did, but again, it was another story. And
What was the story?
he gave the car to somebody.
Okay, gave the car away so he'll drive yours.
Again, book smart, but not street smart. So that's on me.
Well, I'm glad to hear you admit that you made a mistake and because you didn't know better. And that's very much the case, unfortunately, with a lot of women who are preyed on. I'm not saying, sir, you preyed on her, but men, everything she just described is predatory behavior.
Coming up on Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
And once I finish paying the $4,000, it's mine. That was the agreement.
Ma'am,
I'm
was that
sorry.
the agreement?
That is not the
What was the agreement?
He was renting the car.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878.
This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Jessica Marlowe, who is suing Brandon Whitaker for property damage.
What was the point in which you all had the actual breakup? How did that occur?
I found out he was cheating on me. So I looked in the car that he was renting from me, found another woman's item in there.
Hold on, he was renting it from you.
He
so
was.
you had woken up and was charging him rent to use your truck?
Well, I was trying to make him accountable. You know, I was
Okay.
trying to help him.
Good.
You know,
Go ahead. So you saw
I saw
women
that,
stuff in
confronted him, he confessed. At that point, he told me that we were not exclusive, which was news
Correct.
to me because he was living with me, using my car, eating up my food,
Oh.
providing very bare minimum maintenance around the house.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, he ended up getting into an accident. My car got impounded, found out he was drinking and driving.
How did you find that out?
That was
Insurance.
actually on the receipt when I went to pick it up from the impound. That was what the police had notified.
That's where they impounded
Yes.
it because he was drunk
And,
driving. He couldn't
would you
let
like to
him
see that
drive it.
receipt?
Yes, ma'am.
Really,
please.
Jessica?
Sir, what do you have to say
Well, Honor.
about the breakup?
The-
Or anything you want to tell me. I've
Well,
heard a
yes,
lot
I would
from
love
her.
to. Well, you know, she said I already had a car, Honor, and I did. I was using a friend's car,
This is a
but the friend wanted the car
transmission.
back, so I gave it back, and I was taking transportation to my job when I was a truck driver. So
This
once
is the
we got
impound.
together back in January, and she invited me over to her house a lot. She kept asking me to come over, and then she, insisted, she's like, how about you just move in? Me, I'm like, okay, why not? I don't think anything
Had
will
you
go
ever
wrong.
told her you loved her?
No, I never told her I love
Man,
her.
had he told you he loved you before
Several
you moved this
times.
man into your house?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Well,
I know you're not that naive.
I never told her
Go
I love her,
ahead.
Your Honor.
Then what, sir?
So, I moved in. I lost my job early in June. I told her, she was like, we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure out what type of work you're going to do when I lost my job. So what I ended up doing, I was doing TaskRabbit. That's another app where you can help move their furniture or build their furniture.
Okay. Ma'am, is
That's
this
what I was
true?
doing.
That's what he said, but again, Your
what
Honor,
you believing?
Again, I don't know
I
what to
think
believe at
she's
this
making
point.
up.
That's hustling, man.
mass
Go ahead,
manipulator.
sir.
Yes, Honor. So that's what I was doing. So she said, you know what? I will let you pay me for my car that I'm not using. And we made a verbal agreement. It wasn't a, contract agreement. It was a verbal agreement. I said, okay, perfect. I will save the money. I will pay you $150 every week for the car. And once I finish paying the $4,000, it's mine. That was the agreement.
Ma'am,
I'm
was that
sorry.
the agreement?
That is not the
What was the
agreement.
agreement?
He was renting the car for $150 a
Until
month.
when?
Until he got the money to
And then what was
saved
going
up.
to happen? He was just going to let you have it back and...
Yeah, so the whole point of it was I was going to put the car on Turo. Before I met him, I was fixing it up. It had minor
What's Turo?
things. Turo is another app
Too
that
old for
allows
this. Go ahead.
it
What?
allows you to rent out your car to people. So when I met him and he was in between, I figured it would be a good opportunity for me to repair my car while also allowing him to use it. It was supposed to be a temporary fix, not permanent.
Tell the truth.
Also, if you would like to see this, Your Honor, I have a Carfax showing what the car is actually valued at.
Yeah, but I need to know what was the agreement on the car. It was just for him to return it at the point when he got his own?
Correct. It was for $150.
Okay, and at the end of that, he'd give it back.
Exactly. Which is why he was only paying $600 a month, so he can save the money. He wasn't paying rent, so he was saving his funds so he can buy his own car.
Okay, and then he had an accident.
He
It
was
wasn't an
drinking and
accident,
driving,
Honor.
correct.
Drunk driving. you say.
Exactly.
What do you say happened?
I was not drinking or driving, Your Honor.
What happened?
I did have her car. I did have a bottle of wine. It was not open, so I was not drinking or driving. I ended up running a stop sign. The police seen it, pulled me over.
You ran a stop sign?
I did. I did, Your Honor. So
Pulled you over.
pulled me over. I didn't have my license, so that's how the car ended up getting taken away. I didn't have the license. I had the registration, which was the title that was in the glove box where I found it, and since I didn't have the insurance on it, it wasn't in my name, it got taken away.
And how soon did you tell her?
I did not
He didn't.
tell her, so
How long after that did you find out?
Well, I received a letter. So
How long? How long
how long?
after?
It was about 5 days when,
Okay, what do
when
they
I got the
charge
letter.
there? $100 a day, or well, the
$65
initial
a day.
towing is probably $500 to $1,000.
Exactly.
For the actual initial towing, and then you have to pay a certain amount per month. And you say Portland is $60
$65 a day.
a day, rather. Yeah.
It was there for 10 days. The car was impounded for 10 days. So he had ample time to pick it up before I did. He did not.
I was planning on to pick up the
Again,
car,
another
Your
lie,
Honor.
Your Honor.
Why didn't you?
Well, the money that I was saving up to purchase a car, I had to use that money for something else.
No, okay.
So that's what ended up happening. I wasn't planning on telling her because we already made an agreement for me to purchase the car.
Coming up,
Ma'am, it's worth $4,000, and he said you all agreed to sell it to him, for $4,000. But the problem is, sir, you never gave her the $4,000. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Jessica Marlowe, who is suing Brandon Whitaker for property damage.
You say purchase
Yes.
or rent?
Purchase.
$4,000 at the end, or a total of $4,000 it will be yours?
Yes.
Do you know the market value of it?
I do.
I do. Let
me
And I
see it,
was
please.
trying to show you the car.
Yours, and then
Thank
let's
you.
see if Mr.
That's
Whitaker
hers.
has anything
And
different.
this is mine. And then I also do have the receipts of the payments I was making as well, Your
Thank
Honor.
you, sir. So, 2010 car, 4,000 to 6,000. The other range, 3,600 to 5,800. So they're both averaging about 4,000, 5,000.
I also have a picture of the Jeep, Your Honor, if you would like to see the condition that it is in.
Ma'am, it's worth 4,000, and he said you all agreed to sell it to him, for 4,000. But the problem is, sir, you never gave her the 4,000.
I was saving up the money. I was paying her. I did pay her. I have
How much?
the amount
Let's see it, please,
here.
Amir. How much?
I
Tell
paid her
me.
$1,650, Your Honor.
And the total cost was to be four, you say?
Correct.
Ma'am, did he pay you this?
He did,
Okay.
for
How
rent.
much is it again, sir?
$1,650.
I guess that was your counterclaim, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Your counterclaim.
Well, my
How does she owe you the money back from
yes,
your
the
rent?
money back for as far as me making those payments to her to purchase the car. That's what my counterclaim is. towards
Okay,
her.
you got to prove there was a contract, and you haven't been able to.
Coming up,
It was just sitting in the
Was it
driveway.
listed
drove
on
that
Turo?
car.
No, it was not.
You have evidence that it was listed on Turo at any time?
I was preparing, but I needed to do
So
some
you never
cosmetic.
did?
I didn't.
This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Jessica Marlowe, who is suing Brandon Whitaker for property damage.
Where were you all at? What was discussed? And just tell me.
We were at her home, at her place. This is what we discussed as far as once I had lost my job. What we could do to, get me back working. It was to use her car, and not only that, but to make the payments so that I
Did
can
you have
it.
a need for the car?
It was an extra vehicle, but I was gonna still make money off of it
How?
by renting it on Turo.
Not that car looking like that, Your Honor. It was just sitting in the
Was it
driveway.
listed
drove
on
that car.
Turo?
No, it was not.
Never? To
Never.
your knowledge?
To my knowledge.
You have evidence that it was listed on Turo at any time?
I was preparing, but I needed to do
So
some
you never
cosmetic.
did?
I didn't.
How long had it been sitting without use?
So it had been sitting for 8 months.
8 months. He come along. You charge him to rent it. He says he was rent to buy. That's essentially what he was saying.
Correct.
Rent to buy. And on a rent to buy, however, sir, if you either commit an illegal act while it's under your control or any other damage to the car until it's paid off, you owe the owner. And ran a red light, didn't have your license, caused it to be impounded, did not get it out of pound, you breached the agreement. And the law makes room for the fact that you got your $1,650 worth of use. And so, ma'am,
Yes, sir.
yours is car repairs. What are the repairs? Transmission.
Impound fee, and I had to get a new title.
How will Judge Mathis rule? Find out when Mathis Court returns.
This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. You're asking for $3,176. Circle those things. I don't see where it adds up to that. Give it to her, please, Amir. You need an ink pen?
Sure.
Circle something that gets you there. I don't quite see you
I
getting
never
there.
caused any damage to her car. Her car was just sitting there. She says that the transmission was messed up. It was already messed up.
That's not the issue.
Yeah.
The issue is the loss of her car due to you, your negligence, and it being impounded, and you're not getting it out of pound. That's what we're dealing with. And the accident,
He told us all three.
you had an accident in it?
I didn't have an accident. No.
Ma'am?
Never had an accident in her
You're
car.
not suing? I thought I saw something about damages. No, I ain't
Yes,
getting back.
when I did get the vehicle out of the impound, the transmission was blown, which is why I had to replace it, and that cost me $2,100.
How did it get to the pound if it was, I guess they tow it, but he was driving it. How did it go bad?
Again, he was arrested for a DUI. I don't know what occurred. I know it was in good condition when he was driving it for the 11 weeks that he
Okay,
had it.
she has all her receipts, sir. Your claim is dismissed, yours is granted. Have a good
you.
day.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $3,176.
Gonna give you two a chance to have some final words with each other.
Well, you got what you wanted.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Head out this way after you.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.